Now, you guys should really check out this new one. It's called Keep It 99.
Keep It 99, huh?
Welcome to Keep It 99 Sports. We talking about NBA playoff ceilings, the pressure cooker, who's on the hot seat, who's not. And we talking about David Montgomery trade. We talking about the Kyler Murray release and the Trey Henderson release because they refused to put that thing on. I forgot what it's called. I'm not in NFL mode, but I am in officially NBA midseason mode, and it's time to separate the contenders from pretenders.
We got one more time.
We are breaking down the absolute ceiling and rock bottom floors for every current NBA playoff team who is actually built for a deep run and who is heading for an embarrassing early exit. We also debate which NBA player, coach, and franchise are under absolute most pressure to win a championship right now, and what is playing with house money. But first, we have to talk about the massive breaking news in the NFL. The Detroit Lions have officially traded David Montgomery to the Houston Texans, and we're going to see how that works for them. We break down the trade. We also break down some of the biggest news with Kyler Murray. He told today that he will be cut at the beginning of the season, as well as the big name of Trey Henderson. I am joined with, of course, I gave your girl a tush push the Atlanta Falcons on.
Yes, sir.
It is the Hollywood Sensei. I know the Hollywood.
Yes, sir. Yeah, me, it's your boy Hollywood Sensei the Bird Cartel. I want Kyler Murray in Atlanta.
You heard him. He wants Kyler Murray in Atlanta. Kirk Cousins is going apparently.
Michael Penix, his knees is them Jones is done. You know what I mean? Like they don't exist no more. Michael Penix is the Derrick Rose of the NBA. His knees is, you know what I mean, he has Derrick Rose knees. So I don't want him. It's my quarterback. We cool. I mean, Kirk Cousins is gone. Matt Ryan already said he getting him up out of there. You know what I mean? So we can get some cap space. So Kyler Murray, come on over. You know what I mean?
You heard of Kyler Murray come to Atlanta. It's what, second place Chocolate City right now to Washington, D.C. And of course, underneath me, we got the legend himself, the best in the Midwest, the Indianapolis Colts own. Will he switch to the Indiana Bears?
Interesting.
Indiana Bears.
It's right by the casino, by the way. They know what they're doing. The stadium is right by the casino on the border. I ain't stupid. I know what this is.
Hey, listen, shout out to Hammond, Indiana. Shout out to Gary, Indiana. Shout out to all them cats up there in the region. We love y'all. Hold it down. When them Bears come over here, hold it down and watch the bridge. We already know about the bridge. Don't let them Chicago niggas get over here, man. Take their team back, man. We gonna go. We got 2 teams now. Let me go ahead and get that. But also, let me get Caleb. But that's fine. But let me get one of these Indiana teams. No, not one of them. Because I actually gonna give Caleb a chance. We're gonna give him a chance for a while. But let me go ahead and get Kyler to the Colts. We can have a bid off. I don't know if Magic City night might affect how y'all can get Kyler Murray. I don't know, Hollywood. But we're gonna do the best that we can to bring him to the Circle City. We just need that right now. We love Daniel Jones, but let me go ahead and get that badass little kid and send him to the West Side and hang out with Mike Epps and them for a little bit. Let us try it first, then y'all can have it.
You riding like a bad. But y'all heard it. He don't know if Magic City got the Call of Duty lined up for him to play in the with the wings.
Bruh, can you imagine Call of Duty games at Magic City, hosted by Kyler Murray, potentially the shortest person in that building when that happens? And
that night too, free wings.
Free wings. I mean, they're gonna be chicken wings. But yeah, that's what I got. But I think Magic City might hold the edge because we ain't got none but Pure Passion West in Indianapolis. We got Pure Passion West. We got Tony's, and that's just is what that is. But man, let's get to the other man of the hour, man. Monray, how you doing, brother?
Yo, what it do? Gotta make sure I'm heard right and everything, hopefully. Shout out to the junior Hollywood over there on screen. But I mean, I don't know if we're supposed to start off talking about Kyler Murray or just introduce ourselves. What's up? My name is Monray. Yeah.
Well, the introduction sometimes breeds conversation, and that's just
I kind of took it too far.
We started now. Kyler Murray.
We here. Come on. We here. Let's go.
Okay, so am I talking about Kyler Murray?
Yeah,
So
introduce
about the Kyler
yourself.
Murray situation.
I mean, well, I originally did think he was going to get shuffled off to the Jets somewhere or something of that nature. But to be honest, my man should go straight to Atlanta. Like, he shouldn't even hesitate. Like, Atlanta should be an easy fix. One, the division is not that strong, compared to, I mean, even Indianapolis is going to be like, their division is like definitely a little tougher. You could go stay in the NFC. You can stay in the NFC. You can go right over to a team that's loaded on offense, just got a good head coach, whisperer, quote unquote.
Yeah, you can get that. You can get that. You can get him. I mean, you could. Oh, go ahead.
I'll say that the Atlanta team just was the whole division was basically 8-9. So like it ain't like you would have a lot of pressure on you to succeed. If you can just go there and get a winning record, shoot, they might like you. Versus if you go like let's just say Indiana for the Colts, Daniel Jones just put on the show, so you're gonna have pressure, to show that you can at least give that level of success. And you got a 13-win team, 12 or 13 win. I can't remember the Jaguars. That was right ahead of y'all there, and the Texans are right there as well. So you got two tougher teams that you would have to deal with going to Indianapolis with pressure. But you can just go to Atlanta and screw around, and you get a 9-8, even if you don't make it, it'll be all right. That's what I feel.
Said you all right with 9-8 because Mike Tomlin lived off of that for a long time, didn't he?
9, bro. Like they'll be happy with a 9-8. Am I lying?
No, you're not. You're not.
We will
make the playoffs. No.
Yep. Especially in that division.
That division, yeah. I mean, Atlanta might run away with that. I mean, you still got Baker out there. You still got Panthers. You have no idea what you're going to get out of them. The Saints sometimes wake up to play. So I mean, that division is really hard to call. Like who's on the up and up, you know what I mean?
The next person is on the free agency market at the beginning of the season is Trey Henderson. We ended with Monterey. Let's start with Monterey this time. How you feel about Cincinnati giving up their one good defensive player for a player? By the way, they think they have a backup, but I looked up his stats in Shakir's stats. I looked up his stats in the college. He only had like 6 sacks in 3 years. I don't know how that's going to correlate to you getting sacks, but the defense end that don't get a lot of sacks is interesting to draft pick. How you feel about Trey Henderson go after?
Look, I said it in the group chat. I'm gonna say it now. The Bengals general manager should be fired. I'm gonna go ahead and just make it be known right now. He should be fired. I said before last season started, they should trade Trey Henderson. Why? Because the defense still gonna be bad. Your offense is still gonna be all throwing and everything. We clearly saw the year before that don't work. Therefore, trade Trey Henderson, get some pieces to work back your defense. And then they didn't do that. Okay, cool. Trade deadline. They up there trying to fight with Joe Flacco, to try to win their division while the defense is still giving up 30 points a game. Did they then, trade Trey Henderson because you just barely scrapped together enough to sign him for 1 year, and you're not going to have him after this year anyway, and your defense still sucked with him on the field. Trade him anyway. Nope. Kept him during the trade deadline when there were definitely people that would have taken him for first-round draft picks. So they did not do it. Then you follow that up with, we're not going to give him no franchise tag so we can trade him into that nature. We're just going to let him walk. One of the best defensive ends in the league, top 3, and you going to let him walk. And mind you, he in his prime too. Let him walk. Bro, fire the general manager, bro. Just fire the general manager and be done with it. Because like, at this point, Joe Burrow might request a trade and I wouldn't even blame him. Like, this is ridiculous, bro. Fire the general manager. I'm done with it.
You got Trey Henderson away for nothing because you don't want to pay him. By the way, they known for they own it. Bro, listen, the Bengals were literally selling TVs. I mean, that team is. I don't know what's wrong with them. Some of them. Unico Williams.
Man, listen here. So it's almost like I hope that, and I know this is a sports show. That's why I'm doing it. I'm really hoping that. Shout out to Milwaukee. I like that city. I like the people in Milwaukee. I really hope they don't let this be the case with Giannis. Because if you let Giannis walk out of there for nothing, man, that's ugly. And that's what's happening with this situation. Every sports team, high school, middle school, don't let nobody go for nothing. You know what I mean? And Trey, I mean, he was the only bright spot on that defense. I mean, but they could at least I would trade him to try and get either some picks or let me get a stud offensive lineman because my quarterback has turf toe that is insane, and I gotta get that man the ball. What's the wide receiver? Jamar Chase. I gotta get him the ball. I need to get him the ball. I'm paying him. So y'all could at least just have an ass defense. That's fine as long as your offense can keep up. Because we remember the Carson Palmer days. In the Carson Palmer days, they was up there having shootouts with Peyton Manning. So F it. They shouldn't have. You don't let nobody just walk, man. Not in this league. Not in this league because that's not okay. Yeah, you got extra cap space, and I know that the NFL is a little different than the NBA. Whereas the NFL, you just can go to any franchise and get your bread and do what you do. But the NBA is a little bit different. Whereas you pick where you in a sense want to go as far as your city and building for your own brand. So with that being said, man, this is a hell of a misfire. I think it set them back because who knows it might be a middle of the road team again. So now you're in the middle of the draft. What are you going to do? Nothing. And who wants to really just come to Cincinnati unless you best friends with Ocho Cinco? You best friends with Ocho Cinco, then yeah, I'm finna come over there. But if not, man, that's where I'm at.
Once again, welcome back to the Sports Unk Show.
That's the only show.
Listen, I will change this name to this show to the Sports Unk Show.
I'm cool. Hey man,
and they asked me the other day, you want to go out? I said, I will say at this point. But shout out to Derpy, one of my favorite people, legend himself. Always coming back to show love. I appreciate Derpy. I want to show love. By the way, like I said, trading Trey Henderson, they probably could have got second, third round pick that they could have had to help that offensive line. So I don't know
this year.
Why they don't? They said they decided they're just gonna leave him. I don't know. There's something wrong with Cincinnati. But last but not least, of course, I gave your girl a tush push. Holly Hudson say.
Definitely. I agree with Monray 100%. The Bengals general manager definitely needs to be fired.
The coach should have been fired.
Should have been fired. Yeah, Zach Taylor should have been out of there 2-3 years ago. But Joe Burrow, I said this on Twitter or X, whatever the fuck you want to call it, a few months ago. Joe Burrow's career, the way it's going, the way they've been running this team, it kind of gives me he might step away from the game on some Andrew Luck type shit. The man is always hurt. His offensive line is horrible. He's always getting hit. And for the Trey Hendrickson thing, where the Bengals fucked up is you should have traded him when you could have traded him. Because now you got to let him go. You know what I mean? You can't franchise tag him. Even if you do franchise tag him, you try to trade him, you're not going to get the value that you want to get because all the other teams know you got to trade him. So it's like
they already franchised somebody else. So they ain't gonna use him.
Yeah,
he gone.
But it's like the other teams know, like, you have to get rid of this guy. So I'm gonna just give you whatever. Like, I'm not gonna give you a king's ransom because I know you got to get rid of this dude anyway. So you gonna take anything. So now they in a position where it's like I can't trade this dude because I'm not gonna get nothing. So you just release him, which is dumb. You should have paid him when you had a chance. Should have traded him when you had a chance. But it's just an incompetent organization. Both of the Ohio organizations is incompetent. Cleveland and Cincinnati. Like, I don't understand why the people in power are still in power in those organizations. But yeah, y'all let Trey Hendrickson get out of there for nothing. He probably gonna go to a team and probably make their defense into a contender or something. You know what I mean? Like, if I was him, I'd go to the Baltimore Ravens or something just because. You know what I mean?
Kansas City got the money now.
Just to spite you, I'll go to the Ravens so I can hit Joe Burrow twice a year. You know what I mean? But yeah, Cincinnati, y'all fucked up.
What if your team is so ass, right? You just look good. What if he's really not that good? Because remember Asante Samuel when he was playing with Oakland, and it was like, Nnamdi Asomugha. Nnamdi Asomugha.
Okay, Asante was good ever.
He was man. He started falling off in Philly. He didn't do too good.
Like all this shit.
But I'm just saying.
But you are right though, because Nnamdi was that nigga in Oakland. He got to Philly. But it's because they started switching up the coverages. You went from being a like a zone corner.
Oh, zone corner. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you know,
is a cover 2 corner.
Yeah, he likes zone for sure. But yeah. I mean, I'm just saying you can look cold because you're in an ass situation, and then you go to your next spot and then you get exposed. But again, you're right. I mean, it could be scheme.
Trey Henderson, defensive line different. If you ain't got help, they can just put 3 niggas on you. And
we've seen that with Myles Garrett plenty of times.
Myles Garrett had a list of a line of people that will sit there and try to block him in a row just so you don't get a sack record because everybody else because he's on the Browns.
Man, if I'm the opposite defensive end, I'm trying to eat. Why are y'all not trying to eat when all the attention?
Did with Will Anderson on the Texans, the defensive tackle.
That's what tells me about when you got people like Javon Curse, that other side. That's when you get. Not Javon Curse, but yeah, Javon Curse, Julius Peppers. You get them in a situation where they can do what they do because we both feeding off each other. I mean, set them up like that, but they don't want to do that. They just want to be ass organization and keep getting.
I just realized it's a collusion. That man finna walk straight to Dallas. Dallas gonna be a contender. I just realized the whole thing is a collusion.
They just made up $40 million by giving
Trey Hendrickson to the Cowboys
bonus again.
Gonna be a whole collusion.
They need somebody to replace Parsons.
Micah.
They just upped a lot of spots because him and CD just got a bunch of signing bonus money for this year because they restructured the contracts the way they do it. So most of the money they pay over the year go to a signing bonus. So they just like, oh, we re-sign you for one less year in the same thing. Well, here's your signing bonus. You take less money this year, and it's still the same the next few years. That's how Patrick Mahomes and Tom Brady did it for so long.
Yep. But turn that bonus into the salary. So that way they hit the cap, yo.
So they just did that with CD and what's name. So they got, I think, 40-something million. That's enough to get you about 2-3 of them.
So they about to sign
Kyler Murray, Trey.
Kyler Murray, Trey Hendrickson. No, they're gonna get Trey Hendrickson and Kenneth Walker. Then they're gonna go straight to the bowl.
Straight to the bowl. It's over.
But I did look it up. The only team that hasn't been in the NFC Championship game in this century is the Cowboys.
Yeah. NFC Championship game, and this
the only team that hasn't been in it is the Cowboys. Commanders was the only other team, and they got in it last year with Jalen Dane. So the Cowboys is the only team that ain't even been to the NFC Championship game this century. We 26 years in. That's a long time, dog. But last but not least, we have David Montgomery. He is officially traded to the Houston Texans. He's finally running back one. Jahmyr Gibbs, he was not going to take his spot. Jahmyr Gibbs was right now on a different level. I love David Montgomery in Detroit. He did my fantasy team very well with Jahmyr Gibbs. He consistently gave you a touchdown every week. He explosive. We saw the run he had against the Birds on, I think, Thanksgiving. David Montgomery is a really good player. That's a needed boost because we don't know what's going to happen with Joe Mixon because apparently he has a career-threatening injury. We pray for him and all that. So they needed it. And oh boy, the backup ain't bad, but he's a number 2 running back. So they're going to have a good 1-2 punch.
They believe in their quarterback. It sounds like me if they get him some help.
They got to draft some linemen and get that line done. And then the defense, I don't think they're even losing about that defense. So get that offensive line. You got your running backs, your receivers come back. CJ Stroud can't get it done with that. I don't know what to say. Then they know it's time to get rid of him if you can't get done. Because now you got a running back. You got your receivers coming back from injury. Work on that offensive line. How do y'all feel about David Montgomery? We're going to start with Unico this time. He ain't started yet.
That's good for them. I mean, they're getting better. They got better today. They got better. Over the last couple of days, whenever that happened. But they got better. They got better. And why I say that is because we knew that you had an outstanding defense. We know that, and y'all did pretty good in the playoffs. It's just y'all just couldn't get that extra spark. David Montgomery can do that. He can make that happen, and shoot, you can even throw him a couple of gadget plays, and he might be the best quarterback y'all got now. We don't know. But with that being said, man, good on the Texans. If I hear something about a stud offensive lineman, I'm gonna say they on their way, and they'll be very scary next year in the AFC South.
Monroe. Remember, you are muted.
Dagnabbit. I'm gonna say it's a start. Just to be honest, it's a start. They got a good running back. Gotta see what else happens. Cause I mean, a good running back behind a bad offensive line equals Ashton Genty. So we see how that goes. So if they fix the line, and the receivers, whether Higgins or somebody steps up as another receiver, because God bless Tank Dell. I'm happy that he's ramping up, seeing like he's gonna be able to go for the next season. Cool, but we have no idea how this man's gonna look on the field. We don't know if he's gonna be the number 2, arguable number 1 guy that he was before he was injured. So, they still do, I think, need either another receiver or somebody else got to step up. But regardless, the line got to get better. But like I said, Montgomery's a really good start. I like that as a running back, him and, other boy, that could be a nice little 1-2 punch. But,
Nico be number 1, wouldn't he?
Oh, Montgomery's going to be number 1. Yeah, he going to be running back 1. But, I mean, if they need to take some pressure off of him, Montgomery was the power back. So if they need to take some pressure off of him with a little bit, you do have another back that can come take some reps. The primary number 1 back, easy. But I'm just saying, they got a nice little 1-2 punch there, and they just need the line to be good. I'm more care about the line than anything else. Your man shell shocked, and I'm talking about, CJ Stroud. He's shell shocked. You got to have the line there. If the line ain't there, they're going to fail again. So, let's see.
You'd hate for that offense to fail because then they'll start putting that on D'Amico Ryans. And I hate that for him because they'd be like, well, it's your fault. But I'm like, man, I got this whole side of the ball handled.
I mean, you are the head coach of both sides of the ball. So, I mean, if this offense don't get right, I'm looking at you and the general manager. And CJ Stroud, of course. But I'm just saying, like, you are the head coach of both sides of the ball. You are not the defensive coordinator. There is a difference, which is why I called him out somewhat after the playoff game. I'm like, bro, you are in charge of both sides of the ball, not just one. You did hire the offensive coordinator. You or the general manager, whichever one. But just y'all are responsible.
I give him a little. Christian Kirk, Nico Harris, and Tank Dell was all hurt before.
No, I give him respect. People were hurt and stuff. I'm just like, this is something that went on all year. Tank Dell was hurt all year. Joe Mixon didn't start all year. They didn't approach this in the trade deadline or nothing. They just let CJ Stroud get bum rushed for 17 games and then a couple of playoff games. Like, no, like, this is the thing.
Hollywood.
Yeah, man. Good pickup for the Texans. David Montgomery, he been solid running back since, he left Chicago. This is a move that had to be made, because, Joe Mixon injury, probably not going to re-sign Nick Chubb. I guess, Damian Pierce was just a stopgap type of back in his rookie year. He was probably never meant to be the lead back. So, you get David Montgomery, still got to fix the O-line because that's like the most glaring deficiency on the team. But this could be, helpful for CJ Stroud because he fell off a cliff something crazy after his first season, where he was touting himself as a top 5 quarterback. I don't know why he was, but I'm
not gonna lie. Being in your second year and your first thing you do is walk up to a rookie and Jaden Daniels and be like, "Hey, I'm trying to mentor you," and then your whole career fall off after is crazy.
Hey,
and then Jaden Daniels goes farther than you ever have in 3 years.
That's crazy. Let me mentor you, young fella. I'm like, nigga, you just got to leak yourself. What the fuck you mean?
That's self-awareness and delusion. You gotta have that as an athlete. And sometimes
his career been downhill ever since. He played good in that game too. That was crazy about it. He played good in that game.
Oh, get with me, bro. I'll get you right. Man, he just looked like ass.
It's like you still getting right yourself.
He told Jalen Daniels and Caleb Williams, "I'll mentor y'all." I said, "This some you look at me."
Man, I'm telling you, delusion is a great thing, boy.
Them niggas end up being better so far. Yeah. But let's start off with the NBA pressure cooker. We're gonna pick who we think are under most pressure.
The pressure cooker. Okay.
I'll start this off.
Go ahead. Go off, though, man. Go off. You've been talking. You've been on a lot of sides of the fence lately. Let me see where you land up.
First off, coach, who under pressure cooker? JJ Redick. Listen, everybody getting tired of listening, dog. We getting tired of talking. We don't play defense. We don't play. Okay, what you gonna do about it? You the coach. What we gonna do about it? You keep telling us play defense. You the one who wanted DeAndre Ayton. Like you the one who promised everybody that you would fix this thing. You said, "I got it. I got the schemes. I'm ready." Y'all defense is awful. You can't motivate Luka. Sometimes you can't motivate Luka. That's what it is. But you can't. Y'all play awful defense. One of the worst defensive teams in the league. I saw DeAndre Ayton give up 3 layups back to back. That was awful. But JJ Redick, the pressure cooker is on you, and you in LA. You want not, and you ain't the Clippers. You the Lakers. They fire people for fun out there. Just every year, if you don't win, they used to fire people for not winning championship like the Yankees. JJ Redick is my coach. Team, Golden State. Why?
Pressure
Y'all
cooker.
traded all y'all young players for a bunch of old heads. Just a bunch of old heads. And now y'all just old without draft picks. Steph Curry hurt, Jimmy Butler hurt. Draymond looks like the worst player in the NBA right now. Y'all know? Do y'all know his offensive player rating when he on the court with Golden State without Steph Curry? 91, the lowest in NBA history. You know when Draymond doesn't play, what's the 2 games Draymond ain't played in the last 10 days? What their player rating was? 117. It's 20 points different. Average points per game is way down. Draymond averaged more turnovers than shots attempted. He's playing god awful. Golden State, Jimmy Butler's hurt to sometime middle of next season. Steph Curry's hurt. They all for 30-something years old, high 30, 36, I think Draymond is, and everybody else older. Not only that, by the way, my player, if y'all ain't noticed, pressure cooker is Draymond Green. So I already went through that. So but the team is still Golden State. Why? Because who the young player? You just got rid of Kuminga. He averaging 20 when you got rid of Ryan Rollins. Might be the most improved player of the year. And y'all traded him when y'all traded for Jordan Poole now. Y'all had the number 2 pick. You could have traded when you traded for Jimmy Butler. You could have literally traded for Lauren Marketing and a bunch of young players. But no, Steve Kerr, who can't develop players, just wanted a bunch of old players. The general manager who won y'all all the championship retired, and he's on ESPN dissing y'all. You're like, yo, this, I don't know, since I left, they've been trash. I built a roster. You can't be under more pressure to Golden State because this is the end. Steph Curry coming back to nothing. And he's older. He's gonna be almost 40. He's coming back to nothing. You think he been loyal to you? You think he gonna keep staying there when he realized that Jimmy Butler not gonna be here till after the All-Star game next year? And that Draymond is literally getting older and he really can't really play like that no more. Golden State got a lot of pressure because they got to fix a lot of situations. They gave away a 20-something point score to a team that's pretty decent, but
and they still have not explained to us why. Like Kerr has not come out and said this happened in Kuminga. This is why we're doing him like this. This is why he was in the doghouse last year. This is why. There's no accountability from that franchise. Nobody said anything.
this is what they are. Who are your team coach and player pressure cooker? We'll start with Monray.
Man, when I tell you I had so many people I wanted to put on this list, it's amazing. Oh, I had so many. I'm trying to think. I'm gonna trust that one of these established young brothers next to me are gonna say the team that I really want to say. Matter of fact, screw it. I'm gonna say it. The New York Knicks got to be the team under the most pressure. Because if it's not this year, it can't be no year. The last 2 years, the one team that y'all have had problems with that has put y'all out twice, the Indiana Pacers, not a factor this year. Y'all are favorites, and the only team that are realistically the ones that y'all are going to have a problem with is the same Pistons team that y'all, quote unquote, cheated, that y'all got past in the playoffs this past year. If you do not make the finals this year, hard decisions are going to have to be made. I'm just going to be real. Somebody going to have to take the blame if they get bounced out by James Harden and the new Cleveland Cavaliers under Donovan, like just I'm sorry, somebody gonna have to go. Somebody gonna have to get mass traded. They just hired the head coach, so it can't be him. So I'm just saying, it's gonna be ugly if they don't make it this year. Now, the player, I'm not surprised. The player under the most pressure right now, I think, is Ja Morant. And the reason because my boy done went from potential superstar trajectory to, hey, like, we don't even know if we can trade you anymore. Like, nobody wants you. Nobody even wanted to take a chance. You can't even go to the Miami Heat. And Miami be trying to trade for everybody. They didn't even want to fool with them. It's like, bro, and it's only been 3 years? Like, it ain't been that long. My man, in what, 25, 26? I ain't old. And we here already. It's like, bro, you might be out the league by the end of your contract. That is horrendous. You got to, and now all of your boys go Desmond Bain on the Magic, Jared Jackson Jr., he on the Jazz. The stars are gone. The Grizzlies have pretty much gave up. So now you might be out the league in 2 years, bro. There's anybody that got pressure, and I ain't even talking about winning the championship. Bro, you got pressure just to be relevant. That's so bad. So that's pressure. And then the coach, hey, Zelma gonna like this. Rivers. I realized Doc Rivers is the coach. Bro, do y'all not realize Doc Rivers took over for a team that had a winning record and was in a playoff hunt 2 years ago from like January. He had him a winning record 2 years ago. He took over mid-season. That team has not recovered yet. They done went from being a second seed competitive to Dame done went back home. Giannis was flirting with trade rumors. We still think he should leave. And the team, bruh, they ain't even in the play-in right now. You got one of the 5 best players in the world. You ain't even in the play-in no more.
Bro, I want people to, on Murray point, if y'all don't know the record, they were 30-13 before Doc got there.
It was 30-13. That was a record. That was
like,
a record.
Bro. East.
Like they have not recovered, bro. They've been doing wild signings like signing miles like just bro. That team is falling off the cliff and has not recovered, bro. Like
I'm excited for Cam Thomas. There's some things there on that team.
Like I'm telling you now, the Bucks. Yeah, it's Doc Rivers. Like it's gonna be a real quiet. Doc Rivers is no longer the head coach of the Bucks organization. It'll be real quiet if Giannis get traded, bro. But I'm just telling you. Bro.
I want to paint Murray's picture more because I love Doc Rivers slander. I would go watch this how he screwed over Nate Robinson. We love Doc Rivers slander all over the way. They were 32-13 before Doc got there. Then they lost the game with the other coach. They are now 79-72 since he's been there. Just think about the averages. Adrian Griffin was 30. They snaked the man that was 39-13 because he wouldn't suck up to Giannis. And got a man in there that 79-72. I'm all for Doc Rivers. By the way, go watch Nate Robinson tell you why Doc Rivers ruined his life after he gave it all to the Celtics. Unico.
I'm with you on Coach. It's my coach. I handpicked him. I had him on the podcast. I handpicked him. But it's JJ Redick. That's my coach. Because listen, this 6 seed shit and fluctuating and flirting with play-in. I can't tolerate that. It's too many. Now I will say the only handicap might be it's too many exciting whites on there. We need a couple of more enchanting brothers to be on that team. That could do something. We had one that I believed in at the beginning of the season because I've seen him ball before and one in DeAndre Ayton, not doing that for me. So, I mean, that is what that is. Team actually, because I was going to say Kerr, but no, you was right. JJ Redick, they will put his ass up out of there. Kerr got like some legacy behind him. He can stick around for a little bit longer. He got longer leash.
He don't want to be exposed.
I agree. I can agree with that.
Ain't it what, about 2 years for every LA coach before they get fired, roughly? About 2 years?
They fire everybody.
They give you a best of 3 series, and then if you can't do it,
About 2 years, you know.
because their last coach, he made it to the Western Conference Finals with the Lakers. So JJ, and y'all said they said that he had a way weaker team than what they got now. I think
Frank Vogel won a championship. He still got fired.
Frank Vogel, and then who my brother, Mr. Hands in his pocket. Now he over there got his hands in his pocket next to Doc Rivers on the coach's sideline. So yeah, I mean, but yeah, man. As far as team goes, I think team with the most pressure. I think I do want to take it to the. I want to keep it with the East Coast. I mean, with the East, but they're making it a little hard for me to do that because the Eastern Conference is what it is, whereas Western Conference you actually got expectations. Man, y'all had some good ones. I don't know. Give me Ty Lue. Give me Ty Lue in the Clippers.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me go ahead and get Ty Lue because he getting a pass. But as far as player goes, let me go ahead and say James Harden. Get it done. Get it done. No excuses. You in a weaker conference. Come on. That's where I'm at. Not Kawhi Leonard, but James Harden. Get it done, man. Get it done. You play with the best players in this league, except for LeBron and Steph. Ever, but you play with everybody else that's been a real fixture in the NBA. Hey, James Harden, you got to get it done, man. I'm sorry. You got to get it done. We got to call you to the carpet.
Shout out to him. I do want to give him a compliment. I have dissed him recently. So, but he has been playing defense and being a nice playmaker for Cleveland right now. So, see how it turn out. Keep up that defense, my guy. Next up, we got I give your girl a tush push. Hollywood Sensei. NBA pressure cooker, coach, team, and play.
I mean, make sure you give your girl a tush push, because if you don't, I will. You know what I mean?
Hey.
But, coach, it's always gonna be Doc Rivers. You know what I mean? Because he's royally screwed a title contending team. You know what I mean? And now look, they 26 and 34. Like, come on, bro. Like in a weak Eastern Conference, even with an injured Giannis Antetokounmpo all year, you should still be at least hovering in the play-in game. You know what I mean? And they not. So pressure definitely on Doc Rivers. I feel like he probably gonna get fired this year anyway. You know what I mean? Team. I'm kind of, 6'7". You know what I mean? I'm kind of juggling between the New York Knicks and the Minnesota Timberwolves. You know what I mean? But I'm going to go with the Knicks.
Timberwolves, interesting.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Knicks because, as it was already stated, the Eastern Conference is so wide open. You know what I mean? Jason Tatum we don't know if he's coming back. You know what I mean? So the Celtics ain't as, heavy as they were. You know what I mean? Previously, the Pistons, they're the number one seed, but you know what I mean? We got to see them in the playoffs first. You know what I mean? I want to see what they do in the playoffs. I like Cade Cunningham and Jalen Doran. You know what I mean? That's a nice 1-2 right there. You know what I mean? But still got to see what they do in the playoffs. Also, the Cavaliers with James Harden. You know what I mean? Can him and Donovan Mitchell actually make it out of the second round? Like, I mean, it's a lot of questions to be asked, and I feel like the Knicks got the best core to get it done. You know what I mean? They was already together last year. You know what I mean? You got rid of Thibodeau, which I guess was what was holding you back. So, you know what I mean? It's on the Knicks. And then for me, it's Kevin Durant. You know what I mean?
I
mean, Kevin Durant, because I feel like the pressure cooker has been on Kevin Durant ever since he left Golden State. Every other team he went to, it's like he elevates them in the regular season, but then when the playoffs come, you know what I mean? All that elevation kind of tapers off. So the pressure to me is on him to elevate the Rockets to the Western Conference Finals. You know what I mean? If they don't get to the Western Conference Finals or at least sniff the finals or whatever, this acquisition was a failure in my opinion. So Kevin Durant, That's my pressure cooker player right there.
Yeah. Appreciate everybody. Let us know y'all thoughts in the comments. Who do you think has the most pressure as you see coach, team, and player? Before that, we got to do Monterey.
I just have a quick addendum because what are the Kings doing? Like they're the other ones with pressure because I just don't understand the Kings. I'm joking. I just got to throw them out there. I don't understand. Like so much star power has went through there, and they're just done. They're the last team. I don't get them.
Bro,
what are they doing?
14 and 48. Like
Paul Westbrook, you chose to go there, and it just went downhill. Levine done. I just don't understand. But yeah, I just want to throw that out there because I don't get what they're doing. But yeah, go ahead.
I'm praying for Doug Christie. He don't deserve this.
Where he got a great legacy. He can't go out like this.
Mike Bibby and Doug Christie. Mike Bibby out there
don't deserve this, man.
In Arizona.
That's the last time they were actually good was when you had that crew with C Webb and all them handling business. Tasia.
No, they took the Warriors to 7 games, remember? And
De'Aaron Fox had them a little
bit. De'Aaron and Sabonis and them was doing their thing for a second.
And never again after that.
Okay,
yeah, I mean, C Webb and Bibby, then Kevin Martin had them good for a minute, then they was ass.
Hey man, shout out to Kevin Martin, man. People was tripping, man. They didn't know how good he was on 2K.
Boogie couldn't get him to the playoffs because they was ass, man.
Boogie couldn't get him to the playoffs. I forgot about that, Boogie.
Yeah. But we're going on our last portion of the show. NBA playoffs. We will start off with the play-in teams, and then we'll go up what we think their floor and their ceiling is. But first, we got to do our advertising. We got to advertise ourselves. So if you don't know, go to overall99media.org. You can go click any picture of any of these people right here, Monterey and Unico, and you can go straight to their page and go to the things, what make it make sense, the podcast. And do you hear me? You can go just click their picture as well. Go to the affiliate page. You can see all the Hollihoods things. We got what it sound like and the Blurred Cartel. They both are on there, so go check it out as well as Waifu Views and everybody else. Speaking of, you don't know, over on 99media.org, just go to that website. Simple for you. You can find it. By the way, do you hear me? Unico Williams, go shout to that. Make it make sense. The podcast, Monterey Hudson. We got what it sound like. Do that. And don't forget to right here, if you're on the Keep It 99 channel, check out the Keep It 99. We got a bunch of different variety content on the main channel. If you're on the sports channel, do that. Stay here. Like and subscribe right here. I do appreciate it. But let's get into the final thing, and we'll get out your hair. Let's see what we got here for NBA playoffs, ceiling and floors. Like as I stated, we will start off with the team. Let's start off in the West, and then we'll go East and stay on the East. For the play-in teams, we got Portland, LA Clippers, Golden State Warriors, and the Suns. We'll start off with the Portland Trail Blazers. I'll start this off. They not making it in the playoffs, so I don't care.
Yeah, their ceiling is actually the floor. You know what I mean? So yeah, they're not getting to the playoffs. You know what I mean? Like good. You know what I mean? Little rebuilding first year. I like what's the dingy boy? He nice. You know what I mean? He, even though his back fucked up right now, but yeah, Portland ain't making it.
Yeah. Monterey.
Next. Their ceiling is to play in. Congrats.
Yeah. They can hang in there. That's where I'm at. If you can hang around where you at, because they actually had a really good start to the season. So, I mean, I didn't even know that their coach was their coach at the time until the whole Chauncey Billups thing. They still under investigation for all that.
He ain't the coach no more. So
it's over with. It's over with for them. Everybody called up.
Listen, that coach was losing games on purpose. Just win bets. They ain't going nowhere, dog.
Chauncey
showed out with that one, man. And then who took his spot? The white man, the European. The European got it. He took it out. But
I just want to Evan Jensen. I hope I say his name right. Is playing amazing right now. Shout out.
I would like Ja Morant to go on a nice little run right before it's all said and done, because they only
they are 6 games back with 20 games left. They are not.
It's over with. All right, it's March. It's over.
Yeah, shoot, they got what? I think what is.
So Ja can't win 20 straight?
No.
That
is done. That's what we're talking about. I don't think we're talking about either player in the team.
You're asking for 6 or 7 other players to contribute to that, and I don't see it.
This way gets a little more interesting. We got the LA Clippers. I think the LA Clippers is a first round exit. I do think they will probably beat Golden State.
If they make it out the play-in, then yes, I believe they out of the first round though, for sure.
I think I have them beating Golden State because I don't think the Golden State gonna recover this year.
They
I don't
won't
even know
be.
if Steph Curry coming back by this end of the year. So
Yeah, I agree.
well, tell me where I put Golden State as well. So I just answered both of them. They are not playing. So I did both of them, so I ain't got to go no more. Unico, let's start at the bottom this time.
Okay, yeah, I agree. Yeah, Warriors. I mean, they're real tight. I mean, they one injury away from just hanging that shit up, and it'd be their first time not being in the playoffs in a hot second, right?
Yeah, they were lost in the play-in a few years ago.
Oh, okay. Well, at the end of the day, yeah. I mean, they cooked. I'm not scared of them as a team. They're cooked.
What about the Clippers?
The Clippers first round exit if they survive the play-in, because it depends on Kawhi and what he's gonna do. Because that's all they can do right now is look at Kawhi.
I think they season's gonna mess them up. I don't think they have a chance against Spurs or OKC. And I don't see the Spurs or OKC losing their spot. So
yeah.
So Monterey.
God dang, Golden State, they team ass.
His ass, man.
You was that Ross, I told you.
My apologies. The Clippers, I include the Clippers are a play-in team. They traded away the other people that are relevant. So I think, Kawhi's balling right now. I'm happy for him. We have no guarantee that's going to stay that way. So, and then if you do, it'll basically be Kawhi Leonard versus Steph Curry one-on-one, and then the other people would just be around them. So, I feel like if one of them got to make it, I'm just going to say Golden State. I feel like, I'm going to say Golden State. Why not? So, I think the Clippers are playing Golden State round one. That's it for them.
Oh, for Golden State getting in, they getting blitzed.
It's all one of them got to make it because we ain't saying the Blazers going to make it. We figuring the Suns probably will. So, one of them got to get in. So, I think, Steph might be good for one more good play-in 40-point game, and then, they get the skin beat off them by the Oklahoma City Thunder or whoever at number one.
I hope they play a Spurs. I need that.
Oh my God.
I need
quiet.
Council, your only job is the whole. We don't even care if you score this right. Just hold Steph Curry, and we ain't worried about nothing else. We ain't worried about Moody.
Oh, no Jimmy Butler, no chance. No Jimmy Butler, no chance.
No Jimmy Butler, Porzingis. I don't think he coming back this season. So that starting lineup just with Steph Curry, the only thing.
I ain't even know Porzingis got flipped over there. That's the crazy part.
Yeah, they traded for Kuminga. They traded Buddy Hield and him for Kuminga, which I'm like, ain't you know the score you had?
Yeah.
But Hollywood. Well, you might want to do Clippers and what's the name? Decide who go to playoffs.
Clippers and Warriors.
Clippers, Warriors. I think the Clippers probably make the play-in before the Warriors do. That team is just so ass.
Boy, it's rough.
And even if the Clippers do make the playoffs or the Warriors make the playoffs, their ceiling for me is a 5-game series. They'll probably win one game.
Like that.
They'll win one game on the road or at home or something. But other than that, they're not doing much to OKC or San Antonio. It's just, so their ceiling is a first round exit.
I feel it. Next up, we have the Phoenix Suns. We'll start with Hollywood this time.
Phoenix. I feel like, if they make it, they'll probably play San Antonio. I feel like, they could get a Spurs. Maybe a 6-game series, but ultimately that they're going to lose in the first round as well, But maybe I don't know though, because they only 2 games back of LA. And the way the Lakers be playing, I don't know. The Suns might leap up to that 6th spot. So they're but I still feel like their ceiling is a first round playoff loss, no matter who they play. If they play San Antonio or they wind up playing Houston in the 3rd round, which would be, the second round, the first round, my bad. Houston is 3rd seed. That's why I said 3rd. If they wind up playing Houston in the first round, that could be a good little narrative, built series or whatever because Kevin Durant was there last year or whatever. So y'all have some type of animosity or whatever. But I mean, either way, Phoenix still losing in the first round. I give them 2 playoff wins at the most.
Monroe.
I'm gonna say it. Their ceiling is the second round because of an upset over Houston. You forgot Dylan Brooks was in Houston too, and they would be like, you know what? I'm better than Kevin Durant. I'm better than Şengün. I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna ball out for 25, and then Booker gonna ball out for 35, and they gonna upset Houston. That's the absolute ceiling, mind you. That is like the far off away hope and dream of the Phoenix Suns right now, that they face Houston in the first round and by some miracle play them. Or by some miracle, well, they ain't gonna make it to the 5 spot. But if the Timberwolves make it to the next round or something like that, it needs to be a shootout or whatever, and Julius Randle forget how to play basketball again, and they just they screw over Rudy Gobert, and Rudy Gobert get made like a fool again. That's the absolute hope, is them getting them 2 teams in the first round. Other than that, they getting their floor is definitely like the play-in and getting bounced out the play-in. But their absolute ceiling in the second round by upset.
Portland losing on purpose for bets. I don't think.
Like they play Houston and all of a sudden they go 7 games and Devin Booker put away Kevin Durant. It'll be a narrative for the age, and then they get blitzed in the second round and get swept. But just that'd be the absolute seal in the second round.
Unico.
Yeah, that ceiling. I'm not seeing it with that team, but I mean, they could be a wild card for sure and somehow make an appearance in that Western Conference Finals. But I mean, that would take some crazy stuff to happen in that second round. So, 100%. They. I think that the floor is the play-in, and then the ceiling is. Could they make that appearance in that Western Conference Final? I don't know. It's something got to happen in that second round, but it does take. They do need Houston first. They need Houston, so if they can get in there, because you got a chance with Houston. Houston they don't have a point guard. They ain't got nothing. So I mean, there you go.
Let's we'll just do all 4 to make this a little quicker. In the Eastern playing teams, we have the Charlotte Hornets, Atlanta Hawks, Miami Heat, Orlando Magic. We can just go for our overall thoughts because let's be honest, it's a playing team. Miami Heat, I actually got the Hawks beating the Heat in a matchup, which will put the Hawks in. So I think Miami gets out of the playoffs. I think Charlotte is out, so it'll be Orlando and the Hawks that will be in. As y'all see, my ceiling for the Miami Heat and Charlotte would be. Well, Charlotte, I think they still is to play, and I think Miami has a chance to get to the first round. I doubt it. Spo just a good enough coach; he can win 1 game for you, so that's why I give him a shot. Spo is really that good; he can just win 1 game. That's all you got to do: win 1 game against either Orlando or Atlanta, just 1 game. So I think that's the ceiling. But I do think the Hawks and Magic have a thing. But I'll give you this: I will say this. I think the Magic ceiling would be the second round. Because I think the Magic could get to that 6th seed if my Philadelphia 76ers or the Toronto Raptors is going to lose a streak, but most likely it'll be my Sixers. There's a chance now. I ain't saying they're going to have it. I don't think my Sixers are going to lose the 6th seed, but I do think they could. I do think they could do an upset of the Knicks, which is interesting because I don't know what Knicks team I get because they're going to probably be the highest and lowest floor of any team because I don't know what team I'm going to see with the Knicks. So that's my 4. One I think they're going to be. We'll start at the bottom again, Unico.
So play-in teams, I would really like to see the Hornets get in there and somehow beat the Heat or something like that. Or would it be the Magic? Yeah, right? Magic. At this very current moment, I would like the Hornets. I want to see, can we get a series with LaMelo? I mean, damn, can we get at least 4 games and just see how good what they got going on in Charlotte? That's what I want to see. And it can be done. They're not far off. They're not far out of like those next few seeds. So and then the Heat, you got Coach Spo. That is what that is. And then I would just say more in actuality, man, this East is really close. I'm not sure where it's at. Like the Pistons, for instance, are losing to the Cavs right now, which would push the Cavs down closer to the Raptors, which the Raptors are a quiet 35 wins. So it's a lot going on. But I would say that. We're just doing
play-ins.
Play-in. Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and take I'm gonna take the Heat and the Hornets to get out of there. That's what I'm thinking.
I think I picked Atlanta because I think Jalen Johnson the best player out of all 14, even better than Paulo. But Paulo be the second best player. But Orlando getting in because they got too much. But that's from my opinion. Monterey, the 4 playing teams.
All right. I got the Hornets are cooked, and I don't think. Look, I love Spo, but at a certain point, the talent of your team, like just the other Eastern playing team, just might have caught up with them. Look, I don't know if Tyler Hero, because Bam, man, I don't know if Tyler Hero and the crew can put up 60 points together to stave off another play in. Where I'm not buying it. I think Atlanta, Trae Young there. He's actually used to play in matchups
Trae
and
Young
such.
ain't there no more. Jalen Johnson and
No, Trae Young. Oh wait, no. I forgot they went to the Wizards. I'm thinking of the wrong team.
DJ McCollum and Nikolai Alexander.
My bad. I forgot. I swapped them to the wrong team. Okay, screw it then. Never mind. Orlando and
Jalen Johnson the best player.
Yeah, I'm sticking with. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just not buying the Heat anymore. I don't. I think the Heat are cooked. At a certain point, coaching can't make the coach gonna have to get out on the floor with a jersey himself at a certain point. If they ain't there for Spo, I'm gonna go ahead and say Atlanta and Orlando make it because I'm not of the mindset that the Heat can just keep on maintaining this 8 seed blowout run every time. I'm not buying it. So with them being in there,
and Kuminga might have a coming out party this year. I'm kind of here for that.
they're still cooked. So hooray, Kuminga, you got on a team that'll play you. They're still cooked. So they don't even I'm not buying it. So I'm thinking, I said Atlanta. I said Atlanta and them like hooray Kuminga, but I'm saying it. And then after that, they're gonna get blown out by whatever teams they play, most likely. Well, no, I'll be fair. If the Magic play Boston again, that'll be an interesting series. Just like it was last year, even though we ended up winning. I think it'll be an interesting series. Bane being there, Tatum not being there, it'll definitely be more of a challenge. Just being realistic, I think that'll definitely be a challenge. But I think the better coaching would end up winning. But I think it'll be a hard call series. But if I gotta play their max, the Atlanta Magic max or their ceiling is the second round. Like if they get an upset over Boston or whatever team they end up playing, something like that, then that'd be their ceiling. The Heat, the Hawks, I think they're first round exit no matter who they play. I think that's just not it. Not right now. I think playoff atmosphere, rookies, all that. I'm not right now. I don't think they're right now yet. So I think they're first round exit regardless. The other two are just playing teams. They're done for.
I ain't gonna lie, that Jalen Johnson boy remind me of a young Durant. That's crazy. Y'all gotta watch him play. I know people don't watch the Hawks play.
Yeah, we sure don't.
Jalen Johnson is an amazing player right now. I'm thinking like playoff atmosphere. Your first year. I'm not buying they going on a deep run right now. I'm not buying it the first year. Not the first year.
I think the lack of experience in the playoffs and because
not your first year.
None of these boys got experience in the playoffs. Like that team is full of just rookies and.
Yeah, I said not the first year. They got to get some kind of experience.
Players on the team. He's 23.
Like when you playing 82 games, that's one thing where teams can't key in on you. A 7-game series where I can key in on you, whole nother monster.
Yeah. Hollywood.
All these teams ass.
At least you get to watch Jalen Johnson Paulo play though.
We just gonna keep it a buck. My team that I'm saying making the playoffs, I'm gonna go to Orlando Magic and the Charlotte Hornets. I fuss with Jalen Johnson. He is fire, but I feel like out of those 4 teams, the best player is LaMelo Ball, clearly. So, LaMelo, Young Knipple, Brad, Brandon Miller and them. I feel like they gonna sneak into the, they gonna get in. Orlando, Paulo, Desmond Bane, Franz will come back eventually sometime in March. So, that team will get in. They both gonna lose in the first round, obviously, but I got Orlando and Charlotte. Usually the play-in is the Miami, Atlanta, Chicago Invitational, but you see Chicago. Chicago isn't in it right now. So
that's so crazy.
That is.
I'm gonna take Orlando and Charlotte. I feel like I don't know. I feel like it's some going down there in Charlotte. They gonna sneak into the playoffs. You know what I mean? They're gonna take the Pistons to 6 games. I mean, watch. Pistons in 6 against the Hornets.
It's gonna sell them Saturday afternoon 1:00 games. I'm telling you, play Melo and them.
Definitely.
That 1:00
Pistons in 6
up.
But yeah, I got Hornets and Magic making it. You know what I mean? Miami, they just boring as hell. Like I mean, like you know,
fundamentals.
Like, if I'm watching basketball and I want to fall asleep, I'm putting on a Miami Heat. Like I mean, it's like if I want to fall asleep during the game,
out there.
I'm gonna put on the Heat. And then
not bad.
The Hawks, I do like the Hawks. You know what I mean? Like we was talking about Jalen Johnson, he is. I mean, he's gonna be a top 25 player in the next two years. You know what I mean? And Kuminga is out there, but I don't know. I just don't think they enough yet to get into the playoffs. They probably gonna go on a little skid. I think Charlotte going to leap above them eventually. So yeah, Charlotte, Orlando.
24-10 and that is great, man. But we're gonna do 3 teams each. We're gonna do 3 teams. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do the 4th through 6th seed in both conferences, and then we're gonna end it with each. So let's start with the East. We have Philadelphia 76ers. My Philadelphia 76ers. Don't think I ever betrayed my team. Then we got the Toronto Raptors, shocking Toronto Raptors, and we got the Cleveland Cavaliers at 4. What do we think the floor and ceiling are for these teams? I will start Philadelphia. I gotta be honest. They probably gonna end up playing New York. If we stay like this, we could. If Franz come back and they go on a winning streak, we could go to 7, which will put us. We'll beat the other team. We'll put us against Boston. We explosive enough, and I think we could. We'll lose in the first round. I'm not gonna lie. I can't even pretend. But my ceiling is we take them to 7. So we can take the next 7 games and scare them. So that's my ceiling for them. Floor is we'll be in the play-in game, and we'll win and lose to Detroit or Boston. That's my floor for them. Toronto, same. Except I think they'll just win. We'll take on the 5 or 6. Their floor is also. They have the potential to be in a play-in game. I don't see it, but they can. So I think.
Is there enough games for Paul George to come back?
No, it won't probably be. But
is there 25 games left of the season?
There's 20 something.
So we could get Paul George back in the playoffs.
But we got the Raptors, especially if we're not on steroids. We got the Raptors. I think it's the same for them. I think they're just taking somebody to a 6th game. Probably end up losing to Cleveland, but they might get Cleveland 6. In Cleveland, I'll be honest, got a chance to me. This is where we get interested. I think Cleveland could go to the championship. If they seal it, they'll lose, but they could go. I think their floor would be losing in the 2nd round. So we're gonna start with Hollywood. We're gonna go the opposite.
All right, we said we doing what?
4 through 6 seed in both conferences.
4 through 6.
Well, East right now.
Well, East.
Yeah, 4 to 6 East. Cleveland, Toronto, and Philadelphia.
Bro, the East is so ass. I ain't gonna Cleveland. That could be. Cleveland, Toronto. That could be a nice series, I guess. But Cleveland will probably win that in like 6 games. Sixers, I don't think they beating the Knicks. I mean, as much as I love my city, I mean, Tyrese and VJ not beating the Knicks by themselves. I mean, we already know Prescription P is out right now. And Embiid is, that nigga. So the highest ceiling for all these teams is the Cavs. I feel like if, they beat Toronto or whoever they play in the first round, I feel like they could upset Detroit in round 2. But it's also that 2nd round curse that's on Donovan Mitchell and James Harden. I mean, so but
I ain't thinking about that double curse right there.
they got 2 cursed second round niggas. I mean, so and then Toronto, shout out to Scotty Barnes, but they ain't doing shit. I mean, like I said, they'll probably lose in the first round anyway. And the Sixers, they losing in the first round. So highest ceiling is the Cavs. Raptors, Sixers, first round exit.
Where you got the Cavs go? I said they can go to the championship based off.
I feel like the Cavs could make it to the finals. I mean, depending on who if they beat Detroit in the second round, depending on who they get in the Eastern Conference Finals, they could make it. I feel like if it's the Knicks, though, they probably not. But if it's any other team to the Knicks in the conference finals, they could make it to the finals.
Yeah. Monroe.
All right, so the Raptors, the first round exit. I think that's pretty simple. The Sixers, I think their absolute ceiling is the second round. Do I feel like they could get a first round upset? Yes. I feel like they can get I don't trust Embiid's knees. Pandemic P, he cooked already, whether he come back or not, whatever. But I don't trust Embiid's knees. But Embiid is actually playing quietly well. Like, it's not a lot of spotlight on him. But Embiid is, at least for the time he's in the games and stuff, he's playing very solid. So, now whether that'll get exposed in the playoffs with maybe lack of movement or whatever, not sure. But he's playing solidly. Maxey can get you 30, and we'll see what BJ Escom can do in the playoffs. But they are a solid team. Do I think they can get a first round upset? Sure. I think they can get that no matter what the team is, except probably the New York Knicks, and I don't think they're going to play them in the first round no matter how this shakes out, unless they get really, really unlucky. Then I think as long as they dodge that, they can realistically get, a possible, they can get a possible first round upset. I do. Even against the Knicks. I mean, I ain't finna sit here when I get to the Knicks, I'll talk about them, but I ain't finna sit here and act like the Knicks can play defense. Like, your 2 main stars cannot defend. So I'm not gonna act like they couldn't get upset. They can definitely get upset. So that's it. As far as the Cleveland Cavaliers, yeah, I think it's the finals. Realistically, their floor is the first round exit because they can get bounced out from not only the double curse, but just choke jobs. Like, we've seen, James Harden vanish before. It ain't like it couldn't happen again. And the next thing you know, Jared Allen missing buckets, and all of a sudden we see Donovan Mitchell put up the sad 50-point loss again. And it could easily happen, but I hope it don't happen like that. But just, so they could make it to finals, but their floor is a first round exit. And then, of course, the floors for the other ones is definitely a first round exit.
We have Unico. Is Unico?
Testing 1 for Unico. Testing 2.
Testing
Going
2.
1. Twice. So,
all right, so we'll do the 6-4 in the Western Conference. I'll start off.
It's going to be wild.
We got the Los Angeles Lakers. Not gonna lie, I feel like their floor is a first round exit. I feel like they ceiling is a second round exit. They do not play defense. Luka is again out of shape, and that team people bring up Dallas. That Dallas team had a bunch of supporting cast that made up for PJ Washington, the center. They had a bunch of people. Gafford. They had 2 centers to make up for Luka. Defense. Lakers don't. Aiden played probably better defense than Luka do. Austin Reeves trying to battle Luka for worse defense. And LeBron is old. So I see them making the second round. The Lakers, that's it. Denver finals is the. I can see them losing the first round if Jokic. I can see them losing the first round depending on who they play. But I think they still is the finals because Jokic is Jokic. So that's there for that. And Minnesota, I think they are first round and finals too. But I think a lot of these teams are the same stuff. I think the Lakers might be second round, but that's about it for me. That's the only difference. We'll start at the bottom again. Unico, you can do the East. If you want to do the Eastern Conference, it's kind of boring. But if you want
I just want to say the ceiling for Boston Celtics is a appearance.
We ain't on them yet.
National champ. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Who we talking about?
If you want to do Cleveland, Toronto, or Philly, you can, and quickly, or you. But we on Minnesota, Denver, and the Lakers now.
Okay, ain't nobody studying now. The West 4 through 6. Minnesota Timberwolves.
Denver.
Ceiling would be. Oh, I'm sorry. You said Denver and the Lakers. I apologize.
Yeah.
Man, Denver has a much higher ceiling than Los Angeles. I would say that Los Angeles is an appearance in the Western Conference Finals. That's the ceiling. That's the absolute ceiling. I don't see them winning and beating the Thunder or the Spurs in the 7-game series. It's just a wrap. Nuggets, I see them challenging both San Antonio and the Thunder, so they could be in the Western Conference Finals too.
What about Minnesota?
So they Minnesota will be playing 5, right?
Yeah, they'd be playing Denver.
I think that the Nuggets can beat them, but if that boy get on his tantrum and start saying, "No, it's America, nigga," Anthony Edwards get into his Anthony Edwards bag. I don't know. That's gonna be tough. It depend on him how far Minnesota goes, but we already know that the Nuggets is gonna go as far as Joker gonna take them.
Yeah. Monterey.
All right, Lakers. I'm sorry. I tried my best to find a way. No, this is actually good. I tried to find a way to see if their floor could be the play-in, and I just could not find it, bro. I cannot find a play-in team besides the Suns that will cause them to lose twice. I can't see it. So their floor is absolutely the first round. Like I cannot see them. Even if they get into the play-in, which I think is realistic, they could. I don't see them losing 2 of those games. I just can't see it. Their ceiling is the second round. I don't unless they look around some kind of way and play the Rockets or the Timberwolves in the second round. If they play any of the top 3 Western teams, they're done. So I think their ceiling is the absolute second round. Then go to the Timberwolves, and I think it's exactly the same thing. I think their floor is the first round. I think their ceiling is the second round. I don't see this Timberwolves team that's pretty much the same as the team they had last year.
A little worse.
It was a little worse, even making the finals. I can't see it.
A little better.
I don't see this team making the finals or making the Western Conference Finals with it. I just can't see it. The same thing. The same top 3 teams, they play any one of them, they're done. I don't see them. And realistically, I think it's a 7-game series with the 2 teams that are under them. I think the Rockets and the Lakers will take them both to 7 games, and who knows how that game come out. So their floor is the first round. Their ceiling is the second round. I just don't see it for them either. The Nuggets, their ceiling is the finals. Like straight up, their ceiling is that they can win the championship. You have Jokic and a good team around them, you can win the championship. Their floor, woo.
First round exit would be, that means they lose to Minnesota?
I don't see none of the bottom 4 teams beating them at all. I just don't see the bottom 4 teams beating them. I don't even see the Timberwolves beating them, to be honest. I don't think none of those teams under them can beat them in the first round in a 7-game series. I just don't see that. As long as everybody's healthy and stuff, I just don't see it. So it would take a really unlucky matchup in the first round. Like if they were to continue to fall or something like that, or they got locked up with like San Antonio in the first round or something, which I don't think that's possible. So I don't think they have a ceiling. I don't think they have a floor of the first round. I think they have a floor of the second round. Like if it's just one of the top 2 teams, then it goes bad. That's the only one. So I think their floor is the second round, and I think their ceiling is the finals.
Okay. 4 and 5 would be playing, so it'd be Timberwolves and Nuggets. Okay.
They beat the Timberwolves in 5.
Hey, listen, Ant, I
would agree right now.
They beat them before when their team was only like 5 people deep, and they couldn't be, and it still took them 7 games to do it, and like amazing games by the rest of the team. That ain't happening again. I don't believe. Not with the team.
Ant literally gets so much better, and they team just take players away from him.
Yeah, and the team got worse. So I'm not buying it. I don't think that happens.
You expect a miracle out of Nas Reeves or whatever. You trying to get something out of him. It's
right. I'm sorry. Like a slightly worse team and playing better and to put up 40-point games, they're losing 5. I'm just not seeing it.
You gave up Cat. I don't care how soft Cat is. He better than Julius.
What does he do against?
They gave up Cat.
Cat get you 30. Julius just turned the ball over all the time. But Hollywood, the 6th, 5th, and 4th seed in the West.
Start with the Lakers. I just want you to just start with them, please. Can you start with the Lakers? I just want to get a little hope because you positive.
How the hell you muted right now? I think.
Oh,
Lakers are
Okay.
losing in the first round.
Zero hope, man. This shit is crazy.
That team, they can't play defense. I mean, they suck defensively. I mean, so that's just. I watched them play the other day on Peacock and fucking what's his name? Peyton Pritchard was giving them niggas hell. So like,
He gave him 40. He gave him 40.
you can't
Like Brandon Clark out there.
Peyton Pritchard not a bum. He not a bum by any means. You know what I mean? But if he was giving y'all hell, nah. You know what I mean? I don't think y'all would fuck with the other teams in the West if Pritchard was cooking you like that. You know what I mean?
I'm just not arguing that because I believe so much in a certain green team.
The Nuggets, I feel like their championship window is closing a little bit. You know what I mean? But I'll get there still in the Western Conference Finals at the most. You know what I mean? I just don't think, if it come down to it in a 7-game series, I don't think they could beat OKC or San Antonio right now. You know what I mean? That's just my opinion.
I'm not mad at it.
You know what I mean? I would put them at the Western Conference Finals. Minnesota, you know what I mean? That was the other team that I had in my pressure drawn because, you know what I mean? They made it all the way to the Western Conference Finals last year as a 6 seed. You know what I mean? And you only a half game back out of the third. You know what I mean? So you could potentially get the third seed, you know what I mean? Have home court advantage in the first round. I mean, I feel like they could beat the Lakers or the Suns, you know what I mean, if they played them in the first round, 6 or 7 games. You know what I mean? Second round, they would probably possibly match up against San Antonio. I think their ceiling could be the NBA Finals. I'm gonna be honest. You know what I mean? Every year, you see it. Sometimes in the playoffs, it's just a team where one player just becomes so unstoppable, and Anthony Edwards is that type of player. You know what I mean? Where like he could just spearhead a team all the way to the fucking finals because he has that unstoppable type of trait in him if he can, you know what I mean, turn it on at the right time. So for me, the ceiling for the Timberwolves is the finals. Ceiling for the Nuggets, Western Conference Finals. Ceiling for the Lakers, Cancun.
All right, now we'll do the top 3 teams and we'll get out y'all hair. We got the New York Knicks, the Boston Celtics, the Detroit Pistons. I already said before, I think the 76ers would take the Knicks to, I think the floor might be the second round. I'm going to say with the Knicks, the floor the second round. Then we have the Knicks still in the finals. I think they lose in the finals, but they'll be in the finals. Boston, same. Detroit, I think Detroit going to the Eastern Conference Finals. They floor and finals is they ceiling. They'll lose. I'm sorry, Cade Cunningham ain't winning by himself offensively because if Tobias Harris your second scorer that you depend on, y'all know how I feel about Tobias Harris. So we don't have to talk about that. But yeah, I don't think they can win the finals because we've seen what happened when they play like super defensive teams, and the team that's likely from the West will be super defensive.
Yeah.
Let's start out with Monroe this time. Monroe, top 3 in the East because your Celtics is here.
Boston ceiling is the Eastern Conference Finals. I don't feel like they can beat the Knicks or the Pistons in 7 games, like 4 out of 7. I'm not really seeing that. They're not really been able to do that in the regular season. So I don't really have faith they can do that in the playoffs. Same atmosphere either. I'm not seeing that one. So I think their ceiling is the Eastern Conference. Their floor will be the first round. Like if they just, had a bad showing against whatever playing team popped out, or if they fell like to third and had to play like a tough Sixers team or something like this. So I think their floor. Orlando was rough, not necessarily from the game, just from like how they freaking played dirty and tried to injure our players last year and succeeded somewhat. So that'll be an ugly one. So I said floor first round, ceiling I think it's the Eastern Conference.
Okay, you Nico.
Detroit Pistons, I believe that their ceiling is the Eastern Conference Finals. The New York Knicks, I believe that their ceiling is the Eastern Conference Finals. Boston Celtics, I believe that their ceiling is NBA champions of the world.
You are insane.
with one of the greatest athletes we've seen. I mean,
There's a lot of those.
Oh no, I ain't a whole bunch of them. It ain't a whole bunch of them. It's only one Jaylen Brown. Okay. So with that being said, Jaylen Brown is about to show.
The 17th best guy in the league right now.
You call him the 17th best guy in the league. I call him an MVP conversation starter. And who better to start the conversation off other than JB? That's wrong, man. Do I do the West now?
No, it's Hollywood turn. Hollywood.
Go for it. All right.
All right. So Pistons. I feel like their ceiling is the Eastern Conference Finals. I'm not ready to call them a finals team yet. I mean, the East is kind of, weak compared to the West, but I'll get them Eastern Conference. Celtics. I'm gonna get them the finals. You know what I mean? I'm gonna give them the finals as their ceiling because I feel like the same thing I said about Anthony Edwards, about a player that could just go on a tear and take over a series by himself. I feel like Jaylen Brown, the way he been hooping this year, you know what I mean? He's getting into that zone. He could take over a series.
But he hasn't done it.
Send that boy to the LA, please. Send him to LA.
But he hasn't done that, though.
It can happen. I'm just saying.
But he hasn't done that, though.
The playoffs, hey, listen, man. The
Eastern Conference Finals.
MVP. He didn't take over the series even in the Eastern Conference Finals.
But he got the MVP.
Tatum not here right now, so he gonna have.
Oh no, I'm honoring that. I'm just like take over.
Have no choice but to take over. He gonna have no choice but to do that.
I'm the Boston fan, and I know some of these folks gonna be real disappointed when the playoffs come around for them.
Hey, I'm 10 toes down. I'm 10 toes down.
His skill set.
Y'all gonna be real disappointed, boy.
I feel like Jaylen Brown could do it. I feel like if he wanted to, he could take over the and lead them niggas to the finals. And then for the Knicks, I already said, I feel like they can get to the so their ceiling obviously is the finals. I feel like, if they get the right matchup, they can get there. But,
who does Brunson cook to get there? Who does he cook? Absolutely cook.
Everybody, Brunson.
Everybody.
Brunson is. If he played like he did in the playoff last year, they're a problem.
I'm about to say, ain't really a lot of defensive backcourt that's going to stop him.
That's another player who could take over a series if he get hot. Jaylen Brown.
Now that makes sense because he has.
Wait, is that just Jaylen Brown?
The only reason why I'm putting Jaylen Brown in this conversation now is because the absence of Jason Tatum would elevate him to have to do that. Yeah, I mean, in order for them to get to the finals, Jaylen Brown is going to have to.
If they got to the finals, he would have had to have done that a couple times in a couple of series. So we'll see. Or Missoula coaches.
It's hard to do that when Jason Tatum is next to you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because he's doing it.
We know who lied right there. We do know who the better of the two is right here.
Yeah. It's Tatum like it's always been. Okay.
It's Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown.
Okay, sure.
I feel like Jaylen Brown. This is your time. This is his time to show. Like you.
And
he carry a team.
We gonna come back here when these playoffs go down, and just when somebody is proven right, we gonna know.
Hey, y'all gonna be.
If I'm wrong about the man, I'll come on this show and say, "Hey, he was ass." But
Hollywood, you ain't even the one, Hollywood. It ain't you. It's other people. When I'm right, we're gonna come back here, Zell. And when we come back, I am not gonna be humble at all. And mind you, I love Boston. I'm just saying, if I'm proven right, I'm not gonna be
because I like your team. Dang,
I'm not gonna be humble.
Hey, but look, here's the deal, Banana Peel. I'm even watching that Tuesday night on NBA TV, Boston Game 3. I don't give a damn. I know they ain't gonna play them, but I'm gonna watch them. I'm gonna watch them on League Pass and everything. I don't care. We going all the way, baby.
Yeah, sure. Boston did wonderful in that last game they played where they blew out the Bucks. How many points did Brown have? Oh, dang, he didn't play.
No, man, we don't even game plan for them.
Dang, that's unfortunate. It's almost like they didn't need him.
We don't game plan.
It's almost like they didn't need him, though.
I want to give credit to Joe Mazzulla for
exactly
coaching his butt off this year. But
y'all just really think Tatum. Y'all think Tatum is just that good, huh? He's just that great.
He is.
It's miracles. It's miracles. The only reason that they win, and it's just nothing but Joe Mazzulla is just that guy now. It just
He is.
Now we turn on Jaylen Brown. That's crazy.
Yeah,
I ain't turning on him. I think y'all giving him too much credit.
They did it that quick. Yeah, no,
I think y'all just giving him too much credit.
We giving him his just dues.
You're giving him too much credit.
Oh, my boy,
I just don't like. I ain't gonna lie. I just don't like his matchup
29,
against the
7 and 5,
because
like,
I don't like one player.
See, come on here.
That man averages 29, 7 and 5.
Like,
I gotta give him the props.
This like prime LeBron numbers right there, 29.
Oh my God! See, now this is what I'm talking about right here. This is what I'm talking about. This is exactly what I'm talking about right here. Give him too much credit.
Jaylen Brown to prime LeBron.
I didn't say that. I know. I've seen LeBron average 29 in the season, 7 and 5. I'm just saying.
But let's finish it up. Let's finish the show. We're going Western Conference. Houston Rockets, San Antonio Spurs, OKC Thunder. I'll start off again. Houston Rockets. I think their max would be the Western Conference Finals. I think their floor would be if the Denver Nuggets go to the 6th seed, will be the first round exit. So I do see that. My Spurs. If Wemby if we get Anthony Davis, Wemby the first game, and he decided it ain't nobody on earth gonna stop me, because I have seen people say, "Oh, I expected Wemby to dominate more," and I'm like, his team is really good. He don't have to. You got Fox and Castle who can score 40 any night. You have Vassell who can score 30 any night. You have Keldon Johnson who can score 30 off the bench any night. You don't have to do it, and it would be selfish if you do. He control the defense. But if he just decided that there ain't nobody on God's green earth is gonna stop me, they will win the championship. That's
Jalen. That's enough.
But
that's true.
Their floor, I think their floor could be a second round exit, depending on if they play like Denver. I think it could be a second round exit for them. So that's their floor to me. I think they're winning the first round, whether it's Phoenix, Golden State, Clippers, Lakers, whoever. I think they'll win the first round. And then OKC, I think their floor.
Oh my goodness.
I think their floor. I think they got the same floor and ceiling as San Antonio. I think they're more likely to win. They're more my odds to win. But I can see them losing the second round to Denver, and I can see them winning the championship. So I think the top two have the same, and I think Houston has Western Conference Finals and possible first round exit, depending on if they play Denver or not. Listen, if y'all ain't noticed, it's whoever played Denver is the floor for all these people.
I like
the floor for them.
It makes
if
sense.
you play Denver, they have a chance to beat all three, y'all. And if y'all get past them or don't have to play them, y'all can go further. But I think Houston problem is the reason I don't put them as high in the finals because they don't have a point guard. I'm sorry. That offense is odd at times. I think their defense can lead them to the final. But unless Durant go God mode, which I don't know if he's still able to at his age.
His last God mode was put on the line with the Nets. That's his last God mode that he done pulled.
If you get that Durant or that even Golden State 2017 Durant where he can just go 40 every night just off High Street, you might can go to the final, but I don't see it at this age and after some of the injured, especially without another scorer to help him like he has had. I think their ceiling is the Western Conference Final, but I know their defense and Kevin Durant can lead them to the Western Conference Final. So that's mine. We'll start off with you, Nico. Houston Spurs and OKC.
I mean, I'll start with Houston. I have what ceiling floor. The ceiling and the floor is just getting into the playoffs.
The third seed?
That's all I got for you. That's all I got for you, my guy. Because it's just not serious. Like that team is not serious. Houston, don't let this record take away from what we've been seeing on this court, man. 7 games, they are cooked, bro. 7 games to lock in, man, they are cooked. I'm sorry, they are cooked, like my boy Ray say. And then I don't see a first round exit for either one of those. I see that it's the Western. Well, hell, I gotta say it. both of their ceilings is the finals because I think that they can really cancel each other out in that Western Conference Finals. I really do. I mean, both of these teams is kind of set up for each other. So yeah, that's where I'm at. I respect both of 1 and 2. I respect them a lot, and I respect them enough to say that them going against each other. I mean, you can't. That's it's heads or tails if you ask me. But then they just got to run into a juggernaut in the Boston Celtics in the finals.
Boy, that show when I come back.
I'm gonna tell y'all the honest God truth.
Ooh, that show when I come back, boy. Oh,
if Wemby didn't play close to the final, it's gonna be that's gonna be a nasty shit. Wemby might average 50.
Man, when I come back on that show, boy.
Booster Chick is there, every bit of 30 years old, ready to stand there and be a grown man. Okay.
If I come back in May, if I come back in May on that show, Zell, we're going viral that day. I'm telling you that.
You got something else to do in May? What you got going on? I'm waiting.
Monterey.
Ooh.
Your top 3. The top 3.
You better pray Jaylen Brown turn into Superman, because if he don't and turn into Robin, boy.
The top 2 he Batman. He already Batman.
If he turn back into Robin, boy, I can imagine. Okay, you better hope. So the top 2 teams are easy. Their ceiling is the finals. Their floor is the second round. Same thing for them. Houston, their ceiling is the second round, just because like I feel like they're gonna run into one of them top 2 teams. It's gonna be a wrap. And even if they don't, I feel like the Timberwolves or even like just one of those teams that I think they're gonna struggle just because they don't have a point guard. Without a point guard, I really feel like they hit their own ceiling. Like it's Durant and the 30 points that come from somewhere between Amin Thompson and Şengün. Like that's it. Like I feel like their lack of an offensive flow is the reason why their ceiling is the second round. Past that, unless Ime Udoka coaches up a monster series or something, their floor is the first round. The first round exit to whatever team they may end up playing. But their ceiling is the second round, I feel. I don't think they can make it to the Western Conference Finals, because I feel like every series that they're going to go against from the first round onward is going to be like 7-game series worthy for them. Like it's going to be that tough. So I ain't seeing it. Durant can't go God mode 2 series in a row necessarily. I ain't going to say he can't. I don't think he will go there.
That's what I said too. But I did put him at the final. I do think he could, but I'm like, it's going to be tough because
3 finals in a row, he got to go God mode. Look, man.
Like, if you told me Durant was 30, 31, I'm like, yeah. But he's old.
38.
37, 38, 37, 38, bro.
I was at 38. Durant going God mode for two series. It's going to be tough.
No, he need 3 series. You said the finals. You need 3 series.
I don't have him go to finals. I don't think he can do 3. I think
you just said the finals.
No, I said the Western Conference final.
Oh, okay. Western Conference final.
Because that means his mid-range does not miss that whole entire time with a few clutch threes. That's what it's going to take.
Well, his mid-range has been good, but
his mid-range is great, but I'm just saying.
He's 37. At 37, I don't know if he can go God mode 2 series.
I told you, 32-year-old Durant, I don't count that motherfucker can go crazy.
Yeah, 32, shoot. 37,
his leg might give out on this.
Maybe one. I don't know about 2.
Unless they can find Şengün offense again from last year, which I don't know where it went.
It went with Fred VanVleet. That's where it went away with Fred VanVleet. That's where it went.
And that's what I was gonna say right there. That's exactly it. When Fred VanVleet went down, they hold every plan that they came up with, how they was going to. We don't care if they got Kevin Durant with you. We don't care about nothing. You get Kyrie. But if you ain't got that man that steers the ship, oh yeah, that's what they was counting on. He was actually the most valuable person within all these transactions that was going on with Houston. It wasn't KD.
How does Sensei? We're gonna finish it up with you, Houston, San Antonio, and the OKC Thunder.
All right, Houston, OKC, San Antonio. You know what I mean? OKC finals. You know what I mean? Ceiling. I feel like the floor, Western Conference Finals, or possibly a loss in the second round, depending on the opponent. Yeah, I mean, Spurs. I feel like they can get to the finals. I mean, it's like that team is coming together at the right time. You know what I mean, you got
Undefeated in February.
two back-to-back rookie of the years on the same squad. You know, it's just a well-coached team. You know what I mean, then the addition of De'Aaron Fox with that, like, I mean, I feel like
Dylan Harper been hooping lately this month.
definitely.
Oh man, shout out
We
to
don't
him.
need you glazing right now, Zell. Calm down.
Listen, I might go to a game. I might go to a game next week.
But yeah, Spurs ceiling is the finals. Floor, I would say a second round loss. You know what I mean? Maybe a first round if depending on the opponent, like say maybe like they catch maybe a Phoenix or Denver or some shit, fall to 7th or some shit. I mean, I could see them possibly being upset because they so young. You know what I mean? But and then Houston floor first round, they possibly could lose in the first round if they drop to the 4th seed. And I feel like, they could lose if Denver stays at 5th or Minnesota stay at 5th or whatever. You know what I mean? I feel like 3, 4, and 5 could change at any moment. So Houston could lose in the first round, and then their ceiling is the Western Conference Finals, like I said before.
3 to 6 can change. I think they went 2 games apart from each other. Like, I think the Spurs is safely probably at number 2. What we got like 20 games and 85 games different, and the Spurs is whooping on the 76ers. So my team is playing each other right now.
I mean, the Spurs are 9-1 in their last 10.
Yeah,
they 9-1. They going on runs like this: 9-1, 7-3.
And let's be honest, I'm gonna tell y'all something about that Knicks loss. Listen, that was just a do loss because them motherfuckers would turn the ball over everywhere in that game. They had like 23 turnovers. like it was just that game that y'all.
We're gonna shout out to the Knicks. Y'all ain't gonna just spoil the Knicks win like that. They beat them Spurs.
By the way, the Knicks played the best Knicks played that game. By the way, because like I said, you don't know what Knicks you gonna get.
Exactly.
The best Knicks are
what Knicks you gonna get.
Average of 20
like they're top.
Everybody got ample rest.
Yeah, so let's see. But
Everybody
undefeated in February. The first team ever be undefeated in a month. So shout out to that.
I got you though.
We gonna introduce everybody got to remember. If you want an easy way to do it, y'all know where to go to. You go to overall99media.org. Like I said, you click these 2 pictures down here. These 2 part of the Overall 99 Media Network. You click that picture, it take you straight to that page. If you want to see this guy over here, Hollywood, just go to the affiliate page. Both his pages on there, the What It Sound Like and the Blurry Cartel. Even though I hope Cam finally fixed that Discord thing for the wrestling fans, because people be like, "Oh, I can't get on it," and I'm like, "Oh, he gotta send you an invite," because he won't fix the page. I want to talk about wrestling in Discord. Like, listen,
gotta tell him like, "Yo, fix that Discord, brother."
That was Black History Month. It's a new month now.
Every time you click the Discord,
I need a nigga to help me show with that Discord, because I want to start having album review listening parties in the Discord. You know what I mean? Have a nigga come through.
Coming up. Speaking of dope albums, we got a guy for that. His name is Hollywood Sensei.
Yes, sir. You know what I mean? What It Sound Like podcast. We on a little break right now, but welcome to Hollywood Reviews. You know what I mean? My new show. You know what I mean? It's out every Thursday. Just check it out. I just did J. Cole's album. You know what I mean? Just reviewed that one. Next reviews on the list is Don Toliver, The Baby, and LMA. So check that joint out. I mean, come rock with your boy if you want to, hear some music takes. I got some other albums that I'm reviewing also. Harry Styles coming out in about 2 days. Review that one. Bruno Mars. I mean, we expand into genres, not just rap and hip hop. So, come fuck with your boy. Amen.
Hollywood, go check him out again. What It Sound Like. Go check him out. Also, like I said, if it's hard for you, you don't remember, overall99media.org, just go back on here and look at it at the bottom of the screen. Of course, we got the man himself, Mr. Make It Make Sense, the podcast.
Yeah, we had a good Black History Month show. Plenty of good funny moments. Just celebrating. We'll see what's in the cards for this weekend of what the heck I'm going on, other than United States being involved in something else across seas again. So we'll see what happens besides politics. We might have to look at some viral takes and get some opinions on those. And then we might go and ask the question of why did the 76ers not decide to play the game at home today? Because why y'all getting blown out by almost 50? I know y'all were losing, but nigga, like y'all, why was y'all not coming to play today, bro? Like 50? I was just saying y'all can make the second round, and y'all want to put together this kind of performance, bro. Y'all be ashamed of yourselves, bro.
If y'all know, it's 111-64 in the third quarter.
Y'all be ashamed of yourselves, bro. Y'all decided to put like Tyrese Maxey did not come to put out 20 points like this and have the rest of the team go ghost. I just said if they can make a run and get to the second round or something, and they want to put up this bush. See, did Doc Rivers take over head coaching again, bro? Did Doc Rivers come back over again, something like that? Did he come back and be like, hey, I'm gonna take over the game for one time and then it just happened? What did I miss, bro? Is freaking Paul George out there? Is he out there playing? Did I miss something, bro? Or what are y'all doing? What is this? Oh, my apologies.
You traded Jared McCain, who's averaging 20 right now for OKC.
Thank you all for watching. This is the host of Make It Make Sense, the podcast. I was trying to make sense of the 76ers and why they decided to just come there for the check, but apparently they just said we hit it so we can not get fined.
I mean, Andre Drummond is throwing up 7 shots like it's nothing.
Because they don't care at this point. They're like, hey, bench, go in and shoot something. The game over.
Like I said, it's 111-64 in the third quarter.
They put the bench in and say, hey, bench, go shoot something. It don't matter at this point.
Yeah, really.
I saw people complain about Wemby numbers. I'm like, he only played 25 minutes a game.
Yeah, he's literally on a minutes restriction. But you know the deal. Unico Williams. Do you hear me with Unico Williams? Every Thursday. We also got movie reviews on both TikTok. Got the Reels for you on Facebook and Instagram, all of the things. We saw Scream 7. More of the same. Go check it out. It was exactly what it's supposed to be. But yeah, that's your boy, UNIQO Williams. Let's get it.
Have you watched Scream 7 yet?
Yeah.
I missed your review on it, so I gotta watch it. So
shout out to the trailer of Scary Movie 6.
Hey man, shout out to Scary Movie 6. That's the one. That's the one that's exactly what it's supposed to be.
For going into a movie theater and walking straight out when his trailer was
I mean,
that nigga just said, hey, let's see the reaction. Oh, we got out. Let's go. Play that movie. But
yeah, I mean, yeah, it's the same reaction I got from a random white girl that sat next to me in the VIP section for no reason. Yeah, that's what she said. She said, everybody's going to be in this. And I was like, who are you?
Like and subscribe. Hit that notification.
Yeah, do that.
For each page. If you own the Keep It 99 Sports page, overall 99 Sports page, go to the Keep It 99 channel. Check it out. I do shorts, and we're going to do a bunch of other stuff on the channel. I got new show ideas and a bunch of stuff. As you can see, the studio is coming together, and that's gonna. And I'm gonna, as y'all can see, my post is supposed to be here Thursday. So hopefully, for casual conversation, I will have the posters up. You can see the whole background. I can move my exercise thing that I have not put together yet because I've been working on the audio of my other mic over here. Because this one sounds good, but the other mic. So go check out that. Make sure you follow both pages as well, the Zelmay page when I start doing vlogs and all that. So I got a bunch of pages. Click the little link tree underneath all those pictures. They're going to say Zelmay link tree. Or you can just go to my CEO page and go follow me there. And Key Creative Player page as the co-founder. Don't forget to sub to Waifu Views. And don't forget to sub to the one and only Ebony_Moonbeam and Sunkiss Waifu. So shout out to the team. Shout out to everybody around Afro Coming 765. Everybody on the team. I appreciate y'all. And we are out. Nobody got anything else, right?
Nah.
I appreciate y'all for coming. Peace.
What's the score? What's the game? Who's the player? What's the name? Zelmay spins tails like fireflies in the dark. Unraised verdicts leave a mark.
Closest you're gonna get to perfect, but not quite, not tonight.
Keep it 99. Oh, so close to the light, but you'll never hit the shine. Keep it 99, it's the closest you're gonna get to 100, yeah. says you're gonna get to flawless, but it's wrong. It's lawless. Keep it 99.